What is up YouTube and welcome back to the RiftGuides WildRift video. We have a full lethality, full damage Wukong in the jungle department. Many of you have asked for this, so we will heavily oblige. I can't even speak anymore. Anyway, we have the full damage, full lethality, some kind of crit with mortal reminder, Wukong in the jungle. So what changed from Wukong in the past to the Wukong now? Wukong in the past was a champion that you could have played full damage, like lethality, but he was mostly played as a Divine Sundra drain tank in the Baron lane. He was very powerful there, and also in the jungle he was rather a Divine Sundra, like unkillable type of champion. In this iteration, or after the changes to Wukong, Wukong is now a champion that functions completely different. He doesn't have to sustain anymore, and he's more about just one-shotting people, and he can do so. But what is Wukong doing right now in this game? He did a free camp clear into early map action, trying to be proactive. Tryndamere immediately... It was actually quite smart of Tryndamere. There must have been a ward, and Tryndamere just wanted to push the wave in and then just get himself killed to just spawn without giving XP or gold to the Wukong. But yeah, the Wukong is currently playing with super high investments, whereas the Talon is simply clearing jungle. This would never work because Pyke is like, let me showcase why this will never work. Okay, look. He has so much armor. Pyke is one of the champions that has the most armor in the game, early game, like nearly the most. Not only this, he's also relatively tanky, like 339 HP. So the question is, the only way this can potentially, like, even if like Zara flashes forward with auto take ignite, if she still has it, this will still not work. Because if you just see the damage dealt to him, you see, it will be like 100 HP left. Simply won't work. However, we got a little bit of money with first strike. Definitely not worth losing our flash over, but still. And that's because maybe on level 4 it could have worked, because I had more AD as well as another point into his first ability. But in this instance, simply not possible. Because Wukong's current damage profile is mostly from his first ability, because of the empowerment that happens. So we have to keep that in mind. But yeah, Wukong is not a drain tech anymore. He is only about fully dealing one-shots. If you look at the enemy champions, oh, that's a little bit tough down there. That's the Tryndamere angle if I've ever seen one. There are a lot of squishy champions. With that in mind, he can basically instantly force them to pop all the defenses. As an example, the Tryndamere needs to ult early, but here, for example, if he was level 5, it's an immediate death sentence. Because look, did you just see the damage onto the Caitlyn? On level 5, this is a free kill. Unfortunately, there was no XP to be gained to hit level 5, and therefore this gank attempt was only doomed to fail. Nonetheless, now we had visual confirmation that Tryndamere used ultimate, so there was a window, technically speaking. And now the Zara is trading heavily with the Pyke, but Pyke is not the most mobile champion, so it could be a little bit difficult for the Wukong to achieve something. But he's already hovering just in case of something happening. Something is happening. Talon is going in for a big play, gets close. I don't necessarily understand why he thought he needed to ult. I don't think he needed to ult in this instance, because if we just go back in time, because look. Play starts happening, he goes close. Look, the next tower shot would have killed anyway. And I don't think there's any way to survive. I honestly don't believe. Maybe there's a little bit of a difference in my perception and the perception of the Wukong player, but I don't necessarily believe there was a need to ult. Anyway, we have the first objective spawning in 130. We have a little bit of jungle to clear. Wukong so far didn't really get much done. Has showcased only super coin flippy gameplay. Like, it's not about consistency so far. It's more about just trying to make things happen. Just really trying to. And now Tryndamere will have ultimate again. Yeah, there we go. We didn't play around the ultimate timer, but it seems to not matter. He has this is done really well. He is spacing out the Tryndamere, because if he didn't, he would simply die. He should die here, though, unless they just ooh, nice flash here, and Mordekaiser are really saving the day. Bless the man with the armor. Oh, okay, that's awkward. That is very, very awkward. Thanks for skipping, brothers, but that was really awkward. I think everyone can relate to exactly this type of thing. Because, you're kind of chilling, and then somehow this little pike champion comes around the corner and kills you. Okay, this could be very, very good. We can W over the wall, and we have our ultimate available. We don't... Look at the damage, though, onto that one. We still have a second shot of our ult left, going closer to the Nami. We will kill... It's so sad how much damage you're missing after your initial full combo, until your, like, next empowered first ability comes up, because then the damage is really skyrocketing. Which is kind of sad, because the current damage of... the damage profile of Wukong feels like it comes in waves. Like, you have one big bomber into a full combo, and if the person doesn't instantly die, it feels like you're lacking damage. But if you get that out of the way, I think, honestly speaking, Wukong might be underrated in the jungle. Yes. But I think his best role is jungle. I don't really think he's much playable in other roles, given his current profile. But I don't also think that he is very, very good. I think he's better than people make him out to be, but definitely not Apex tier champion. Like, he's not a talent in the jungle. Like, not even close. However, if he gets an entrance like a talent into, like, a perfect, like, storm scenario, he will completely annihilate you. Like, if he gets close to a target here, he just dashes onto them and just pops them. Yeah, apparently not so much. What went wrong here? Let's take a look. So, he goes here. He waits for the entrance, goes in. The damage splits due to him being a melee, so the targeting automatically goes to the other target. And he just dies because Turnip has ultimate. Yeah. So far it seems like his choices of people to gank were not really the best. Because if we take, like, all info into our hands, which is the easiest lane to kill, champion-wise? Pyke is really difficult to catch. He's also very tanky. Trinity has ultimate. Talon could be there as well. Mordecai doesn't necessarily have much damage, and his ultimate is only useful to just put somebody into the jail. So, I think, honestly speaking, camping bot is the best chance of actually winning and carrying the game. Especially if you have ultimate and flash available, you should have that on your radar. The next thing is playing around ultimate cooldowns, such as Trinimir's ultimate cooldown if it's an option. Other than this, I think going towards the Trinimir if the Trinimir has ult and is already ahead just spells disaster. Okay, Pyke Talon, there might be a 4-man rotation very soon. We have the primary rotation here. We are faster than the enemy. We also have the ambush. Pyke gets a reset but gets killed immediately, so the Grey Health isn't really a difference maker. Talon is, like, you see the damage, what I mean? Like, it just takes so long for anything to happen. Then you have the first ability bonus damage recharge, and then you just deal more damage again. But it feels so bad from my perspective. But getting those isolated fights, like where you just get one target and you just can just bop them, that feels unbelievably good with this champion. Okay, Trinity Force will now be purchased. And we have Yomos. What I'm really wondering though is, the Ravenous Hydra enchant. It got buffed, I think, 4 times now in a row. At some point, it must be doing, like, it must be decent, right? Because still, we are sacrificing one of the most broken slots. The QSS or Stasis slot. That doesn't have follow-up. Like, if he goes in there, it could have been like a good engage, but for whom? And now Zara just... Okay, now he's got a trap here. Pretty decent play, waiting for the enemy to pass by. Okay, Yuumi and Zeri are coming around the corner. He'll probably W Lee. Oh no, okay, he does it now. You see, this is what I mean. Like, okay. This is exactly what I mean. You see, he gets to the squishy target, 74 armor, nothing. He bops them instantly. That is the entire gameplay loop. If this one fails, There's no more damage left. This Nami seems awfully tanky. Wonder for armor she has played at steel gaps. She must have any armor item. What armor item does she have? That is some juicy damage we saw here. Wait, no, it was too fast. Show me. Okay, Nami, plated steel gaps. Got him. Mordekaiser is building unholy items. Second dragon will fall into the hands of the Wukong player. So we have the soul condition here. Okay, looking for a poor victim. We found the fish. We find the fish. But the fish has plated steel cap, so he takes no damage. Plated steel cap, support item, and ardent. So you're basically a full tank. Yep. Also with Dustblade, this is going to be so much worse as well. Because the bonus damage of Dustblade. So the one bonk will even bonk harder. Plus obviously the 18 lethality the item has. Which should never be discounted. Okay, fully completed Dustblade in our inventory with another longsword to his name. So I think anyone but the Nami and the Pike gets immediately one-shot. Like, even the Trinity has to immediately ult once this guy dashes onto him. Unless the Trinity also has plated, if I didn't spot them. Typical jungle activity, clearing side wave. Okay, we spot the fish. You see the fish doesn't die instantly. It takes some time, even with the Yumi on his back. Okay, Caitlyn, you will die in a few seconds if you walk this. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Trinity didn't expect the burst, got one shot too. Exactly what I mean. But if the Tryndamere ults a little bit early and has the 5 seconds, then the Wukong has to, well, he probably dies. Like, I don't think he can survive because he can't run away. He can flash away, but then if Tryndamere has the spin, it's going to be a little bit difficult, yeah. And the enemy seems to be a little bit angry with the Nami wave. And it's getting even worse now. He gets one of the highest 80 items with lethality and health. Like, Edge of Night is broken. But in this game, is there even a reason to have Edge of Night? Against what? Talon just bounces, you know, just goes away. But the damage the damage profile of how Wukong deals damage is so weird. If you were an avid Wukong fan before, before the rework, this must feel so weird. I like playing Wukong. I remember, yeah, I remember playing him in scrims when I was still pro play, and I had to fill in. And it's just like, you just pick Wukong in the past, and you're like, yeah, what are you gonna do? I just Q trade you, and you can't win. You just can't win. And I just get one tapped on cooldown. It's just funny to me. And yeah, as per usual, check out that channel in the description below. I hope this one helped a lot of more people to understand how the damage profile of Wukong works, what to do, and how to play, and maybe what to avoid. And yeah, we'll see each other for more content very soon. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Check out that link in the description below, and see you tomorrow.